Welcome to episode 16 of Special Conditions, where our love for Pokemon and collecting collide. Today is Monday, December 2nd. It's December. It's December.
Yeah, it is.
Delibird season.
Yay.
It's about to happen. All right. I'm your host, Adam Tuttle, joined by that other voice, Josh Brown. How are you?
Great, Adam. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. We are back in the saddle and going to talk about some exciting stuff in the Pokemon TCG world.
Yes. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was goblin. Gobble gobble. That's awesome for like in turkey talk.
Okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. I'm not fluent in it, so I wasn't sure the translation there.
Yeah, this year was a little different. Normally, I spend Thanksgiving with my grandparents and my parents. Parents had moved to Florida recently. My mom surprised me and like came up, and so she was up for Thanksgiving, and so we basically didn't do the whole my grandparents thing, and I basically did the whole cooking for myself, my girlfriend, and my son, and my mom.
Talking a little bit about that last week, so it went well.
Yeah,
everything went good.
It went well.
Good.
My son was very picky, and I tried to have as many options as possible. I cooked a ton of vegetables. I did green bean casserole, a tofurkey, which not a huge fan of. I would rather
you
do
or him.
No, I don't, and nobody.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. But I was more disappointed that it didn't even like taste that great.
That sucks.
Yeah, and there's a brand called Corn, Quorn, and it's like I had that turkey last year, and that one was all sold out, so I got stuck with a tofurkey.
Dang.
So I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna get one early.
These are just life decisions that you've made yourself.
Exactly.
So, you will suffer with them every holiday season.
Yep.
Let me just tell you
but
about
it was
my
a lot of fun. And
fried
it's like,
turkey, Adam.
I know, I saw that. I will never know the joys.
Nope. Sucks to be you.
I will never know the joys of the noise fried chicken.
Turkey.
Turkey.
I do make a mean fried chicken, though, also, just so we're clear. But
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those, like, I wanted to kind of like prove to myself that I could do it.
Yeah.
Like I still had it. I could still get everything out hot and all together. And it worked out. I did it.
Good. It's a very adult thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job, man. Good job.
And then how was your Thanksgiving?
It was fantastic. Spent the entire day cooking, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I baked all the pies the night before, stayed up until about 2 a.m. or so doing the pies. Woke back up around 8 and got started on the cooking for Thanksgiving. Got all the appetizers done, which was basically serving as just lunch for all the kids and people just hanging out at the house. And then once the appetizers were done, just went right into the dinner, and we sat down about 6 o'clock to eat our delicious Thanksgiving dinner, and it was amazing, and it was a lot of work, and I was exhausted the next day, but that's the joys of having a 4-day weekend. But
it was all worth it.
Every bit of it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Every morsel was worth next year. Yes. It was delicious. Yeah. So, a lot of fun, man. A lot of good times with family. We got our Christmas tree and decorated the house, and Thanksgiving was wonderful, and opens 120 packs of Pokemon cards or so, and just a whole lot of fun, Adam.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of cards, if you're new to this podcast, thank you for tuning in. We have a couple segments we do each week. It's not just about, food. But on today's show, we have news sometimes. And we're going to talk about the Sword and Shield set that was revealed.
Yeah.
We're going to do pickup of the week. We're going to talk about, stuff we picked up during the week. We do question of the week. Josh usually throws something at me. And I, as a quote unquote expert try to answer the question, and Josh as the quote unquote beginner.
No quote unquote.
Learns a little bit.
Yeah, very much beginner, novice, if you will.
And then we also have our card of the week section where we just kind of pick a card and just talk about it. If usually it fits in with whatever we're talking about. And this week we're going to talk about Serena Gx.
Ooh.
But yeah, so let's get this ball rolling.
Okay.
We're going to start talking about Sword and Shield.
Yes.
This is coming from PokeBeach.com. The whole set, well, not the whole set, but for the most part, the set has been revealed.
It's a beautiful looking set.
It is a fantastically beautiful. I mean, every nice word you could possibly say.
Yeah.
About this entire set. Every card looks so bright and vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
Every single Pokemon, it's stunning. It really is. And in Japan, they split it into 2 different sets, Shield and Sword. Whereas our set in English, which I think we'll be getting in February, will be both the sets combined.
Okay. Does Japan usually do that with sets like this?
Yes.
Okay, that's
all of
common.
The time.
All right.
Yep. And sometimes we'll get like 3 different sets from Japan, like mixed into one.
Okay.
That's how we got like the Radiant collection, like those sub sets inside of sets.
Gotcha.
They just had an entire set of just that, and then another, like those 2 sets, or that one set that we had was separated into 2.
Okay.
And so, long story short, in the Sword and Shield era, instead of EX or GX, we're going to have V Pokemon, or Pokemon V.
Okay.
And then in the past, we've had Pokemon Break, which evolve on top of the Pokemon, which give them extra attacks, abilities, hit points, which that just took an extra turn. So if you had a Machamp Break, you'd have to evolve all the way up to Machamp and then evolve Machamp again, essentially.
Gotcha.
We've had Mega Pokemon, but those, when you evolved into the Mega Pokemon, it ended your turn.
Okay.
Which nobody liked. And it took a long time for those to get good. And it wasn't until they started pumping out item cards or like tools that allowed you to not end your turn if that card was attached when you evolved it.
Okay.
But I think they realized how awful that was as a mechanic.
Okay.
And this is the redemption. And I think everything happens for a reason. And I think they did the tag team to introduce and get us acquainted with the 3 prize card loss.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a tag team and a Mega Pokemon mixed together.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because with tag teams, you lose 3 prizes. And these cards are beautiful.
Yeah.
Can't stress that enough.
Right.
The storm in the background just emphasizes each Pokemon, and they all have a pink aura. They all get something crazy. Like Snorlax has like an entire like world on his belly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lapras has got like a sweet armored shell.
Yeah, right off the bat, just looking at him, like the Lapras is the one that stands out the most to me. It's so pretty. It just, the amount of colors in it just looks so cool.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
If it was a Florges, it would be gorgeous. No, but so these are called V and then V Max Pokemon, which technically they're Gigantamax.
Right.
So it's putting the Shield and Sword Dynamax feature into actual card form, which is awesome. And it basically just says like Lapras V Max, it evolves from Lapras V. So and they the HP on these, like a normal EX is, anywhere from 180 hit points to 200, 210.
Mm-hmm.
And these V cards are the same way, anywhere from that range. And then you V max them, and their hit points are like this Lapras is 320 hit points.
Right.
What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What? What knocks that out? Like,
Yeah, the
and
Snorlax is 340.
oh, jeez. And you got to think, so Electric is big with Pikachu Zekrom.
Yeah.
Its first attack, I don't remember the exact name. Don't hate me. But it does 150 damage. So even that 150 damage won't one-shot this Lapras.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to do 300 damage to it.
Right. It's crazy. So it looks like, based on these pictures, there's only one of the VMAX cards, one is Sword and one is Shield. So 2 total. Is it just the Lapras and Snorlax? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay.
That we've seen so far. So
there might be more.
There might be more.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there is more.
Right.
Like, I'm sure we'll get a Butterfree.
Sure.
In time. In time.
Oh, okay. Like in future sets for Sword and Shield.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
They don't want to just give it to us in one go. Jeez.
Why not? Just give us all the cards. Oh, wait. No, they like money.
Well, see, that's the thing. Usually, the core sets have a lot of just filler stuff.
Right.
But this looks like it's going to change the format almost immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see how that happens. I guess in my head, I keep forgetting how, like, Unbroken Bonds and Unified Minds and Cosmic Eclipse, like, they all fall under the Sun and Moon set of collections. I forget that that's how that works. So, like, when I see, like, the Sword and Shield set, I'm like, why aren't there more VMAX cards? Like, there should be so many more. Well, okay, well, this is going to be, like, the first of many sets in this collection.
And then, our podcast is called Special Conditions, so there's, like, right at the get-go, there's a Galarian Rapidash with an ability called Pastel Veil.
Uh-huh.
It says each of your Pokemon can't be affected by any special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting your Pokemon. What?
That's a rad card.
So, jeez, you know what I mean? It just,
yeah. I'm excited for this set. This is gonna be fun.
And then there's well, I think I missed one. There's a Morpeko VMAX.
Okay.
As well. Sorry, we're just.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, there is another one. Yeah. So there has to be
hoping to find.
Oh more. Yeah, the Stone guy.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that in the.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Looks like Stonehenge, and then.
He just gets more angry.
Yeah, and more blocky. It's like Minecraft on steroids, essentially. Man.
But yeah, definitely check this set out. This set looks amazing. Unless you don't want to spoil it. I normally don't like to spoil stuff for myself, but the sets just move too fast, and if I don't know what's coming out, then I'm going to be left in the dust.
Right. And now you're podcasting about them, so you kind of have to know the stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get it, man. I get it.
Anything that just, like, jumps out at you? As far as, like, art-wise? Anything that just is, like...
Okay, I will say this. My wonderful partner, Val, she is in love with every card that has... the crocheted Pokemon on them. So to see those continued in this set will make her extremely happy. She wants an entire set of just crocheted Pokemon cards. And I'm like, I don't think they would ever do that, but...
Pikachu's Woolly World?
Yeah, exactly. Like there's like this pink thing with the purple flowers on it. I don't know what Pokemon it is. In the Shield set. Of the purple cards, it's a little pink dude with some pink eyes. I don't know what that name is. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I'm looking.
Okay, in the Shield,
in the Shield,
in the Psychics,
scrolling.
Next to the one right next to Rapidash.
Oh, Muna.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's a cute one.
Yeah.
I believe that's from the Black and White series.
Oh, okay.
That's like that generation.
Gotcha. Anyway, that's a nice little crocheted one. So like seeing those are cool. But like honestly, like no joke, just seeing all the new Gen 8, or not all of them, but a lot of Gen 8 Pokemon in this set is super cool.
Yeah, they don't always like show this many or like give you this many all at once.
Right. And there's a lot that I haven't even seen in the game yet. So yeah, I'm excited to get my hands on these cards for sure. The Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan cards look rad. They're like fighting each other from a distance.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say, you guys can quote me on this. Galarian Zigzagoon is going to be lethal. Being able to just drop it down and put a damage counter on something, that's huge. And then I'm sure you're going to be able to have super scoop ups. Not that you can rely on those, but because they're a coin flip. But I just remember Crobat G from the Platinum series.
Okay.
I mean, there was a tool card called Poke something. Poke Plus, I don't know, something, but it just basically allowed you to scoop up a Pokemon SP or whatever. So it's like Crobat was a basic Pokemon,
Right.
but it had the ability, just like the Galarian Zigzagoon, you dropped it down, placed a damage counter somewhere. And I just remember like playing one down and then scooping it up 4 times and then playing it down a 5th time and being able to take a prize and just like win the game by knocking out that one Pokemon.
That's cool. All right, you heard it here first. Galarian Zigzagoon.
Zigzagoon. No, Shield and Sword looks like such a good set.
Yeah.
I hope everybody's playing the game and loving it because I am.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
It's a fun game. They did good with this game.
It's aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
I can take my time with it.
Yeah.
And that's literally what I'm doing. I'm just taking my time with it.
Yeah, same. I keep getting distracted by the wild area. No joke.
Yep. I keep going back to it.
Yeah, I'm like, I am not powerful enough to take on most of these cool Pokemon that I really want to. Like I saw a Tyranitar walking around. I'm like, man, I want to battle you so bad, but no, thank you. You will wreck my face right now, and that's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, such a good game.
All right, let's move on to the next segment. Pickup of the week.
Ooh.
So, this week, I picked up a cool new friend from Funko. It's their A Day with Pikachu kind of like series.
Yes.
I got the Pikachu wearing a Delibird hat. It's got a little saying here, or a little like description. It says, "A frosty and familiar face. Exploring the snow in a festive Delibird cap, Pikachu's not quite sure what to think of the snowman it's found. It looks like Pikachu, but could it be a Ditto in disguise? Catch some winter mystery of your own with a cool new friend's figure by Funko and Pokemon Center while you can. They won't last long." Well, yes, because eventually the snowman will melt.
Yes, we all know about melting.
But the Delibird hat will last forever.
I'm so excited for that to come back into Pokemon Go. No joke.
Yeah.
It's time.
I need to personally catch a shiny.
Me too.
I've gotten them traded to me, but not actually got one of my own. So when that day comes, I'll be super happy.
Yep.
And I'm still to this day hunting 100% in Pokemon Go, and I'm still trying to find a shiny in Shield and Sword.
Okay. It'll happen.
Anything for you, Josh?
Well, Adam, funny you ask, because like I said earlier, I opened a lot of Pokemon cards over the break.
Yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah, I was stockpiling several cases of cards and decided to open them all up. Last week I said how we started opening them and then it just got exhausting and we took a break, and then like finally I was like, Val, just start opening cards. I'm going to be making pies. We were like just cranking them out as much as we could and opened up the rest of the booster box for Cosmic Eclipse, and the coolest pull that we got out of that was the full art red and blue.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I was like, that's the card of the set. This is just so awesome. It's so beautiful. I have no idea what it's worth. I have no idea how common or uncommon it is, but it just looks fantastic. It's such a pretty card. Got several more character cards as well. I think the coughing or wheezing, I can't remember which one, character card is like my favorite one of the character
The one
cards.
with Roxy?
Yeah. It's just so punk looking and so different aesthetically than all the other character cards that it just stands out so well. I'm in love with it. But yeah, got a couple more of the tag team GXs. I don't remember specifically which ones. But coming along quite nicely on the set for those, not including the hyper rares and all that stuff. But the red and blue full art card was my favorite pull from that box. So, and then opened up a bunch.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Opened up a bunch more Hidden Fates as well, Adam.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, like I do, right? Got a bunch more shinies that I need. We're only a few shinies away, and it's driving me crazy that we don't have them with the amount of packs that we've opened. Like, still don't have a shiny Eevee. Still don't have a shiny Charmeleon. Still don't have a shiny... what's the evolution of Rowlet?
Dartrix? Or the big GX one?
No, we have the Decidueye. So
Okay.
the Dartrix. Those are the one, like the regular shinies that we're missing. And then the full arts, we're only missing a couple. Reshiram, we're missing... Zekrom? Is that one of them? Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't have the thing right next to me.
Reshiram for sure. Altaria is like the one that's driving me the most crazy because I feel like we should have that considering how many regular shiny Altarias we have. But them's the breaks. We got all the gold stadium cards now. So that's
okay.
Nice and dandy. Managed to pull one of the gold Tapu Koko, Tapu Piku. I don't know which one, Adam.
Tapu Fini, Tapu Bulu.
One
Tapu
of those.
Koko,
Yeah, one of them.
Tapu Lele.
It was red. That's all I remember. It was pretty. And then, because I told you I would. Last week when we recorded, I said, Adam, I can guarantee you that there is a shiny GX Charizard full art sitting
somewhere in your house
on my coffee table.
Yeah.
And I think that night after we recorded, we opened a few packs, and lo and behold, one of the first packs that Val opened, another shiny.
How many is that now?
art
Like 4?
GX
5?
Charizard. Just the second. But,
okay.
Pretty sure this is a pristine 10 as well. So the centering is perfect. There's no factory defects, no marks, no nothing. It's a perfect card, Adam. And it's so gorgeous. It's so weird seeing two of them sitting next to each other. It's such a weird feeling, man.
I think if I pulled another one or like somehow got another one, I would just keep it cuz like I just want it.
Right. It's such a good-looking card.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's gorgeous.
She screamed, and like the girls upstairs, one of the kids, she was having a sleepover with her friends, and she was like, "Did you get a shiny?" She was like, "Yeah!" Just screaming from across the house. I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, well done. So, that's Hidden Fates, man. In a nutshell, those Charizards. I mean, I know they're still dropping in price because the market's getting a little saturated, but I don't even care. I don't even care. It's still
But
worth it to me, man.
yeah, I think you should definitely get yours graded though,
I think I might now that I have
because
to.
you've got one you can put in your binder and then one you can grade, and
Yeah.
depending on what it gets,
Hmm. I
maybe
might send
make a
them both
book or
in for
two.
grading.
What?
Don't you get like a discount if you do more than one card?
I think so,
Yeah.
but I think it's like a bigger bulk, like
Oh,
10 or something like that. I
no,
don't know.
just two. I
I
don't know.
have to look at it again.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out. I kind of want to though, just to see if I could get that sticker on it, and just have that. I don't know.
Yeah, that would feel wicked good.
Yeah. So I have no packs to open on tonight's show, Adam. I went through them all. I'm sorry, I have nothing to open, but instead I have two code cards. If you don't mind here for the people
Okay,
listening,
go for it.
First one is the letter B69 YD7R7ZB9TY. And the second code card is YL9PV9LJWHJH9. So two code cards. Good luck to anybody who takes those. They're Hidden Fates packs. So
Did that first pack, like the code, did that seem really long to you?
it did, because they were weird letters to say. I think the sevens, the amount of sevens in that code, made it sound super long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just like, is that right? Is that a certain amount? That doesn't make sense.
No, that's right, man. Yeah, I promise. I didn't add any letters. If it's wrong, somebody let me know. But yeah, Hidden Fates. It's still fun to open. Not gonna lie.
I need to find some. No, I'm just kidding. I found like 3 Ultra Ball tin pack things, and I'm just like, I want them so bad.
Yeah.
No.
For anyone listening, because I don't know, this has been really fun, and I've accumulated a lot of like extra cards and stuff. Probably going to be opening up like an eBay store to like just get rid of some of this stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't know if anybody listening would be interested in that, but like we'll definitely link it out. I'm not trying to make like a ton of money back on them, but better than them just sitting in a box that nobody's doing with. If they could go to better homes that people will appreciate them or fill sets with or anything like that, then so be it. So be on the lookout is what I'm saying.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
I should probably do that. I have so many cards. Ugh.
It's daunting to get started. So that's it. That's all I got.
All right, now on to question of the week.
Ooh, I have a question.
What is this said question?
Hopefully it's not too long of an answer, but I'm curious about evolutions when you're playing the game. I know like there's the different stages. Is state like I'm not even sure how many is stage 1 like the first stage, or is it like the first evolution?
It's the first evolution.
Okay, so like a Squirtle would not be stage 1. The Wartortle would be stage 1.
Squirtle is going to be a basic Pokemon.
Okay.
Wartortle would be your stage 1.
Okay.
And a Blastoise would be your stage 2.
Okay. So I guess my question, I've only been playing the online game, and I have yet to have in any of my decks stage 2 evolution. So like I've managed to figure out how the evolutions work with the stage 1s. You need the proper amount of energies, and then I guess you don't even need the energies. You just play them on top of each other. Does like the next evolution work the same way? Like, is there a strategy as to when you would evolve one to the next?
So some stage 1s have abilities. Some stage 2s have abilities. Some stage 2s have multiple typings.
Okay.
Like I know in one of the sets there's an Empoleon, and it has the same attacks, but it's metal versus water.
Okay.
So it's like you could change it up.
Gotcha.
Type-wise to, fight different weaknesses or resistances or whatever. So there's ways you would do that, um, there's a card called Rare Candy, which allows you to skip a step or a stage. So you can go from your basic Squirtle, Rare Candy, and then go straight into a Blastoise.
Oh.
You still have to wait the turn to evolve it, but it allows you to skip that turn.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
And the reason you would use that is because time.
Sure.
But, with all these GXs and tag teams and VMAX Pokemon, I don't see Stage 2s being relevant at all.
Okay.
Just because they're slow.
Because it takes multiple moves to get up to that point.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's definitely strategies within the TCG world.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any just like off the top of my head, but there are Stage 2s. Like Blastoise.
Right.
Literally like Blastoise from Team Up. Powerful Squall. Once during your turn, you look at the top something or other. Like, I don't know how many. I think it's 7. And then you put whatever water energies you find on your Pokemon. So it's like you want to get him out as fast as possible, but there's also a Blastoise GX.
Okay.
I know we've talked about it on the show before.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just they don't make them strong enough to withstand one attack from a tag team GX. So it's like, why would you play something that isn't as fast?
Right.
There's more like risks taken because you have to have the Squirtles down, and then you have to have the Rare Candy and the Blastoise. Like, you just have to have a lot more cards to pull off the strategy.
Mm-hmm. Do you, if an evolved Pokemon gets knocked out, do you lose more than one prize?
No.
Okay.
It's still considered just the one Pokemon.
Okay. So the only thing that changes for is the GXs and EXs.
Yep. If it was a GX evolution or a VMAX evolution, that changes the game.
Okay. But if it's just like a regular old Blastoise and that got knocked out, it's still just the one prize.
Right. And there are some people that play like a rogue decks that are just that. Like, you have to, like, forces your opponent to take all 6 prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like one after the other, so you can always be up on prizes.
Right.
They're not as common, but they are out there.
Okay. So some people just don't have evolutions in their decks at all.
Correct. Yep. And with that being said, you have to have something to counter cards that might stop you.
Right.
There's like Latios, which if all you play is tag teams, its attack says like it can't be like damaged by tag team Pokemon. So it's like, if you have no way around that, you can't win.
Gotcha.
And so there are benefits to having evolutions in your deck to be able to get out of situations like that.
Right.
And then there are cards that devolve you.
Oh.
So if you have, let's just say you have Squirtle, you Rare Candy, put Blastoise on top, and they hit you for 60.
Okay.
Which is Squirtle's hit points.
Okay.
And then they used like Time Recall. I believe Celebi has something like that allows you to devolve your opponent's Pokemon.
Okay.
Or there's like an Espeon from Sun and Moon that does it. But basically, you remove the highest stage evolution, put it back into your opponent's hand. So that would put the Blastoise back to your hand. But because there's 6 damage counters on Squirtle, it gets knocked out.
Oh, dang.
So that's where, like, sometimes the stage 1 in the deck and being able to evolve it is really good too.
Gotcha.
Because you have a little bit more hit points to work with.
Right. But so if that Blastoise gets put back into your deck,
or your hand.
Your hand.
I believe it's your hand normally.
Either
normally,
way.
that's how that card works.
Sure, but you can't actually play with that card unless you evolve up to it, right?
Correct.
Like you can't just throw down
it's
an evolution.
It's basically just useless. Yep.
Yeah. Dang.
Unless you have like there's a Froakie that says like go search your deck for as many Froakies, not Froakies, it's Frogadier.
Uh-huh.
And it allows you to search for more Frogadiers that you have in your deck.
Okay.
And you just put them down on your bench.
Oh, okay.
And they kind of skip that whole evolution process.
Sure.
So it allows you to, like, the following turn just be like Greninja, Greninja, Greninja.
Okay. So, like, for every action, there's a reaction, and for
exactly.
Every evolution, there's a de-evolution.
Sometimes.
Huh. Okay. Fascinating. So, just like everything else in the game, like evolving a Pokemon, like there's strategy involved of when you want to do it, if you want to do it, that sort of thing.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. That's all I got.
Excellent. All right. And I want to do a little housekeeping real quick.
Yes.
This podcast is powered by Patreon. You can check ours out at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That dollar will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there are a few other ways you can help us. If you're listening to us on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, you can take a moment to leave us a review.
Definitely.
5 stars.
Yeah, I mean,
always do the 5 stars.
Sure. I mean, even if you don't feel like we're deserving of 5 stars, still leave the 5 stars and then let us know what we could do differently, how we could improve,
exactly.
how we could be better.
Yeah, because we're always we're training to become Pokemon masters.
Yeah.
It's going to take us 20 more years.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Ash took forever to get there, so
yeah,
we're still training.
Yeah, I mean, I may never leave the Hidden Fates gym, to be honest. This is just my home now.
I don't even have words.
Tell me about the card of the week.
I want that many packs in my hands.
You don't. It's overwhelming, man. It's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
Yeah.
With that many packs comes lots of responsibility.
Especially when you know Charizard is in one of them.
Yes. You're like, every pack has to be opened so carefully. As you're just tearing through.
Yeah. Delicate. Oh, it's just a golem.
And I have started the 25 days of booster packs.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pokemon.com, or just Pokemon Company in general. You didn't send me one. All these YouTuber influencers are all getting a 25-pack advent calendar. And here I am, like, talking about this the whole time. Like, this is what I plan on doing with the remainder of my box.
Mm-hmm.
And then every single person, like,
see,
influencer.
You hid onto you kept the secret to yourself for too long, Adam.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, next year we need to start talking about this in, like, July.
Christmas in July. We're doing it. 25 days of Christmas in July. We're going to do it. We'll probably just do Christmas in July and just do all July.
All July.
Insta boosters.
Boom.
All of July. I said it here first.
Okay.
So Pokemon, help a brother out.
We know you're listening.
Exactly. But yes, so I'm still doing that. Tomorrow will be day 3.
Okay.
The first 2 were pre-recorded. The next ones are going to be live. And then Mondays again will be recorded.
Beautiful.
But I might try to, like, do a TikTok once or twice. I'll still post on Instagram, but just to see if, like, I can make something cool happen. I still don't know how to use that app, but working on it.
We'll get
All
there.
right. So moving on to card of the week.
Yeah.
This fits our theme with A, special conditions, and B, evolution.
Okay.
And I swear that wasn't planned. But it might have been.
A little bit.
So Serena GX is a stage 2.
Okay.
So it evolves from Bounsweet and then Sereni? No, that's Serena.
What generation are these Pokemon from?
This is from Sun and Moon.
Okay.
Man, now okay. It eventually evolves from Bounsweet.
Okay.
I mean, this is episode 16, so this is a Bounsweet 16, okay? That's the show name. We're calling it that.
Officially. Steenie is the next one.
Oh, Steenie. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Steenie. All right. Steenie and Serena. That doesn't even how does that Bounsweet, Steenie, Serena? That's the worst name progression.
Okay, look. To be honest, once they got through Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, the naming convention just had to stop that. They couldn't get any better than those three, no matter what they did.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. The writers just went home. They're like, that's it. There it is. Everything else.
I think the one that comes close is I think Solosis. And then its evolution is Duosion. And then it evolves, Solosis, Duosion. Oh,
you can't even remember it.
I can't even remember it.
No,
Okay, so
nothing
comes close, guys.
No, sorry.
You heard it here first. Abracadabra, Alakazam.
Yeah, done. Game over. Okay, tell me about Serena.
All right. So Serena GX is a GX, so you're going to lose 2 prizes.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a stage 2.
Okay.
So it's going to take you 2 turns to get it out.
Yep.
It has 230 hit points. It's a grass Pokemon.
Okay.
For 1 grass, it does Side-Eye. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. The new active Pokemon is now confused.
Oh, okay.
I like this.
Yeah. Come in confused. That's challenging.
I wish it was like a play from hand type of attack, where if you played it down, or not an attack, but if you played it down, you got the ability.
Okay.
Because it would make it more viable.
Okay.
Because it is a strong move. It needs to not be an attack, like a turn, because your opponent could just retreat a confused Pokemon. So it makes it a little difficult, because they could just choose to not attack.
Sure.
And just retreat. Or use a full heal.
Right.
But basically it would keep them confused. In a perfect world, it's gonna make them confused. Its next attack, the jumping sidekick, is for a grass and 2 colorless. It does 90 plus damage. It says if your opponent's active Pokemon is confused, this attack does 90 more damage.
So basically, if they don't bother healing up and they just continue with the confusion, then you could just slam them.
Yep, exactly, for 180, which isn't that great, but for 3 energies, it is what it is.
Right.
But if you're using a deck that is trying to limit your opponent's hand, it has Queen's Command GX. It's for 2 grass and a colorless. It says your opponent discards 4 cards from their hand.
Oh. Huh. Okay. So when that happens, they don't pick which 4, do they?
Yes, they do.
Oh, they do get to pick.
Yeah, it just says your opponent discards 4.
Okay.
But thinking about this card, if you played Judge, both players shuffle their hand to their decks and draw 4, and then you just use Queen's Command, you discard all 4 of those cards.
Dang.
So it could be a game changer.
Sure.
It's just you have to get it out quick, use the Queen's Command coupled with a Judge, and then go from there.
Right.
And then try to keep them confused and jumping sidekick them. But it's a lot to ask.
Yeah. But could be monumental.
Yeah, because sometimes if you can't draw from from being reset like that, it's hard.
Right.
And then if you discard their key cards and they have no recovery options,
right,
that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that's a cool card.
It's got ×2 weak to fire, and it has a 2 retreat cost.
That's not bad.
And it was a promo from the Serena Gx box, which is like a $20 box, but I'm pretty sure you can find it anywhere, eBay, anything like that, for like around $2 or $3. It's not an expensive card because, again, it is a stage 2.
Right. All those promo cards are playable, though.
With the format changing, I think it's like to a certain point that they're playable.
Okay.
I don't think that this one would be playable.
Gotcha. What about all these from Hidden Fates?
Everything from Hidden Fates is playable.
Thank God.
The shinies and stuff are... Most of them with the alternate arts are expanded.
Right. Okay. Well, this is a cool card, Em.
Yeah, honestly, it was one of those things where it's like, I wanted this card so bad when it came out, and like I couldn't find the box for some reason, and then I forgot about it, and then I was like searching for a card that I wanted to talk about, and I was like, oh man, I forgot about this, but like I don't have it, so I definitely need to purchase one for cheap.
Did this ever get played in competition?
I'm sure it did. It's
I mean,
just, I never saw it.
Okay.
As far as like it being on top of the charts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it's weak to fire, then all those Reshiram, Charizard decks are just demolishing it.
Yes.
Don't use grass, folks.
Yeah. Reshiram Charizard is still a thing. Blacephalon is still a thing.
Yeah. Sorry, grass folks. Your decks are not
they do have weakness guard energy, so like...
don't even bother.
I don't know. There's ways out of it, but
no.
You're still weak to fire.
Nobody's winning world championships with grass decks.
No bueno.
Well, that was fun.
It was. This was a good podcast.
Yes. I like it. So,
with that, thank you all for listening. If you want to write in, we did have an email this week, so that's kind of... I was like, what? We always get email. No,
I think
we
the
don't
new episode just released recently, so...
Yeah.
Our recording schedule and release schedule is a little wonky, so like I feel like emails come in a couple weeks after we record because when people are listening and whatnot, so it's okay. But yeah, write in, please.
Yeah, you write in specialconditionstcg@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail. You can text us. You can send us a picture of your new cards that you just pulled. 732-835-8639. You can find everything that we're doing over at specialconditionstcg.com. You can check out the network itself, PokemonProfessor.com. And you got anything else?
No, I think that's it, man.
All right, that's a show. So remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal. Later, trainers.
Good night.